Welcome back to CP24 Live at noon. Well, buying a home can be tricky, to say the least, if not expensive. Joining me now with a live look at the current market conditions is Toronto Real Estate Board President Mark McLean. Nice to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you.
We love talking real estate all the time, and I said buying a home can be tricky. I guess that's an understatement. I mean, financially, it's tricky now. The cost of houses in Toronto. Tell us about the state of the market right now.
Well, I think what we're finding right now is the tail end of last year. I think there was a lot of people who just sort of gave up their search because it was just getting tough, and there was so much anxiety about it, not finding the right house, and so what we expected and what actually happened was that as soon as the new year came along, we started to ramp up again, and lots more multiple offers, and of course the prices shot up because of that. So we're looking at about a 14% increase just from in the last month.
Wow. Okay, what does that mean? Patty Levitt-Reid was just talking about Toronto and Vancouver and how it's getting into that area of just completely unaffordable. Are we in danger of that here in Toronto?
Well, I think there is the possibility of that. And I think what I like to say is that people who live in Toronto can be quite resilient, and they'll try and find a way to either, let's say, buy a duplex or a triplex or maybe something with income, that sort of thing. What I'm really seeing right now, especially in the downtown core, is a real fundamental shift into condo living. So all those people that were sort of priced out of the housing market are moving into condos as a first step. So that sort of price range, 700 to $1 million in the condo market, has just gone through the roof.
So if the first timers are going to a condo that's $700,000, I mean, it's not going to be easy for a lot of people wanting to get into the market.
For sure, and they're moving in places that are very sort of typical neighborhoods. You're not going to see them as much moving into big towers downtown, but they're looking at Roncesvalles, or they're looking at Riverdale, that sort of area. So real family areas. Well,
we were talking in here. Somebody was saying there was a house for sale in the Junction going for $1.8 million. And I'm like, whoa, what's happening in the Junction? What are some of the hot spots right now for this city?
Well, I think you'll see that all over the city. It doesn't matter really where.
My producer just said Don Mills, York Mills.
Yeah, sure. Well, let's hope so, right? And Roncesvalles, certainly all those areas. And I think what happens is, what we're sort of understanding is that this is a very busy city. Lots of things that are generating a lot of interest in our city, and prices are going up. Center of finance, center of education, and center of health, sports, you name it. And so what you're getting is really the sense that there's a city that is on the go and not likely to slow down. In the next 15 years, we're going to have 9 million people living in the GTA.
Right. And, I was just speaking with Gerlinda. She's a mountaineer. You might have seen her. She's here from Austria, and she was saying to me how struck she is what a modern city we have, how beautiful it is, but very modern and much different than she expected.
Well, I think it's true. And, we just actually completed a very substantial sort of look at what's going on within the GTA and actually surrounding the whole Golden Horseshoe area, because we want to understand what's going on in the market. As I said, there's a lot of people coming into the city. So what are the challenges that we're going to face in the near future, whether it's transport or infrastructure, all that sort of stuff, so that we can kind of figure out what the problems are and then come up with solutions to them. Okay,
and what is your advice, finally, for people if they, are considering getting into the market? Where do you start? How do you get moving on this?
Well, I think the first thing is talk to a financial planner, talk to a mortgage broker, talk to a realtor, not just one, talk to a couple, get a sense for, who you want to work with. But I think it's really important, I like to say, is don't wait to buy real estate and wait.
Good point. Like it. Okay, thanks so much. Good to see you.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.
And for more information, you can visit cp24.com/TREB.
This CP24 segment is brought to you in part by the Toronto Real Estate Board.
And thank you for watching CP24 Live at noon. Coming up after the break, Mayor John Tory is urging